Owners of a tavern where 4 people were shot dead say they are clueless, about the motive behind the incident, adding that there were no squabbles before gunmen randomly opened fire. That's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Linda Mnisi standing by to speak to the Msunduzi municipality mayor, that's Mzimkulu Tebola. It's over to you, Linda.
Well, good afternoon, Dudu. In fact, as you rightfully mentioned, the mayor arriving here at the scene shortly after, of course, we were briefed by the owners of the tavern as well as the local ward council who raised concern about what has happened. In fact, I just want to quickly show you on the side, police still arriving here to make sure that they conclude those investigations. But of course, some members of the public also, watching as, of course, the police continue to do their work. I'm going to ask my colleague, Gift Nkosi, to just pan to the site where we find the Msunduzi municipality. Mayor, thank you so much for your time, Mayor. I want us to talk about, your reaction first. Your reaction to what has happened last night in this tavern. The owner says they're quite shocked because it's the first time that this has happened.
Indeed, we are all shocked by what has happened here, and our condolences to those families that have lost their loved ones. We are shocked because, like the owner says, these security arrangements here are up to a standard. It's not something that anyone would expect, but of course, what worries us is the fact that this is happening around our city now, and it's becoming a norm. We see this every week, week in, week out. If it's not in this area, it's in another township. You go to that township, it's in another township. We are calling to the police to say to them, look, they must somehow up their game now. We believe somehow this is somehow organized somewhere. We honestly need something to do something about it now. Our people cannot live in fear. Not knowing what will happen in their lives tomorrow. People are alleging that there is a certain polo, VW Polo here, that is the one that is causing all this. We don't know. It's an allegation. We believe the police will somehow get to the root of this and deal with this.
As you say, these issues are coming up slowly, in various areas. Have you, as a municipality, been able to put together a plan with the police on how you can clamp down on these things? Because it's seemingly a concern now, as you rightfully put it. It's not the first time. So one will think then that you've had a sit down with the police on a strategy to perhaps, make sure that the perpetrators are arrested.
Of course, when this started sometime towards the end of last year, we met with the police, developed a plan, an intervention plan, especially with the police station. The national minister also deployed a team here, a specialized team, to come and deal with this. We were now believing that situation has changed. But we can confirm that for the past 2 months, we are seeing the recurrence of what was happening last year, which then compels us to start again engaging the police this coming week. We are meeting with the police. Of course, it's not as a result of what happened here last night, but we have agreed because we were starting to see that this is coming back again. We will be meeting with the provincial commissioner to see how best then can we intervene. On our side as a municipality, we have put together our law enforcement and they are now ready. It's just that we need to work with the SAPS in this.
Have you been able to establish whether or not the owner of this establishment does indeed have a liquor license and is trading within the laws? And also, what are you seeing in terms of tavern owners and compliance with those laws in your municipality?
The majority of the tavern owners, especially where these things have happened, one fortunate thing which is similar to most of them, you find that they were complying with the laws or with their license conditions. Like what happened here, he was within his license conditions. We can assure the community of that. So in other words, this is criminality that is not just selecting those who might be trading illegally. Of course, we don't encourage illegal trading in our city. We do enforce our bylaws where it's needed, but this It's unfortunate. Like I said, we know the security arrangement here, whilst the police are still investigating, but we know the security arrangement here would not have allowed anyone, unless somebody who doesn't know that there is that, because this last night's thing might be able to assist the police not just to deal with the challenge that happened here, but maybe to bring to an end what has been happening around our city now.
All right, I want to thank you so much for your time. That is the Mayor of Mnisi Municipality, Mzimkhulu Thebola Zetu, giving us a sense of how things are looking like in terms of his municipality. They're saying that over the past 2 months they've noticed a rise in these kind of incidences, and luckily for many of the establishments, they are trading within the confines of the law, same as this establishment here at Samgelisiwe restaurant, which is here in Sweetwaters in Pietermaritzburg. He also makes mention that there was a plan with the police to tackle issues of crime here, but it looks like things are now going back to what they used to be. And he also speaks about the engagement that will take place in the coming week, where they were going to engage with the police in terms of what is set to happen now in order to tackle all of these crimes that are popping up. They view this as pure criminality in their area, Tutu.
Indeed. He also expressed much shock, as many of the community members there are also experiencing the same feeling. Linda Mnisi will continue to touch base with you throughout the course of the afternoon as you keep working that story for us.